Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with the next update for my deck of panning. This is a project, of course, created by Emily from Emilynmax. She has, I don't know how long it's been since she made this project, but it's been years and it's still very popular here on YouTube. It is a project based on a game board, so she was inspired by Books with Maddie to create a game board where you have different prompts for each card, hence a deck of panning, deck of cards. So it is a prompt-based project where each prompt is randomized using the deck of card. I will link Emily down below if you want to check out her intro video with all of the rules. I'm not going to go over them too much in this video because I feel like you guys already know how it works. So I'm going to jump into the progress instead, but before I do so, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So we're starting off with the product that has been in the longest. This one has been in since the start of the year. I actually have two products that have been in since the start of this project. But the first one we have is this one right here, which I rolled in for a primer. This is the professional primer from Benefit. It was something that I wanted to pan this year anyway. It's in my 50 products that I want to pan in 2025 list. So I've been having it in this project to try to finish. So when I first rolled it in, this one was brand new. I never used it. I got it not that long ago, I think a year or two ago, as a free gift with purchase, but I wanted to get it out. And I do have some markings. Unfortunately, it didn't mark the first month it was in the project, but these are the markings right there. And I am not quite done with it, but it's sitting right down there, so that is where it is today. It's very close to being done. In the past month, I have reached for this one 15 additional times, which is kind of on par with what I usually reach for. I reached for it 13 times the first month, 15 times the second month, 11 times leading up to last update, and again 15 times this month. So that is where I'm sitting with this one. This will for sure be done next month. I was hoping to have it done by today, but unfortunately I didn't quite get there. Sometimes I just forget to put primer on, but that's okay. So this is definitely going to be again an empty for next update. The second product that we have, which is the other one that has been in since the beginning of the year, is an eyeshadow, and I rolled this one in for Sparkly. So this is an eyeshadow from Shine by SD. You can see it right here, called Mystic, and it is one of their Hollow Horizon shadows, which has now been reformulated, but this is the original formula, which is very kind of chunky and glittery. It's very beautiful, and I really like it. It's one of my most sparkly eyeshadows in my collection, which is why I rolled it in for this prompt. I've been very slow with this one, and I've been reaching for this one once every single month it's been in the project. This is what it looked like last month, so it's been in for 3 months at this point, so 3 uses. And my goal with this one is to reach for it 10 times in the project. Since then, I have stepped up my usage game. I have reached for this one 4 additional times, so we're sitting at 7 uses, and this is what it looks like today. So yeah, it's definitely getting more used, but I still have 3 more uses to go. Again, I was maybe hoping to hit my goal on this one this past month, but I didn't again get there. I think that is okay though. I'm happy that I managed to step up my usage game and use it more than once. And since I only have 3 uses left on this one now, I do think I can have this one out again next month. So yes, that is the shadow right there. There is not much of a dip, a little bit of a dip you can see, but this one actually shattered, so I had to repress it, I think last month or the month before, so there isn't like a massive dip, but I'm still happy that I'm going to use all of it. And again, I'm sitting at 7 uses, which means that I only have 3 more to go. So next up we do have a lipstick. This one is something that I think I rolled in for Mainstream brand, and I decided to go with a lipstick from Tilbury. This is also something that is on my list of products that I want to pan this year, and I wanted to roll it in though, not to finish, but to get a usage goal out of it, just to get a head start of it when I want to pan it fully later in the year, because it's more of an autumnal color for me. But I rolled this one in for 30 uses, and I've been working away on it. The first month it was in the project, I reached for it 8 times, the second 4 times, so I'm sitting at 12 uses last month. I have definitely slowed down with this one in the past month. I've been just occupied panning other things, and I haven't been, first of all, doing my makeup as much, and I also have not been reaching for like bold lipsticks as much. I've been reaching for lip glosses more, so I haven't been able to get as much use out of this one as I normally would, but I have reached for it 2 additional times. So this is where it is today. I don't have any new markings after those 2 uses, so that's okay, but yeah, I just now have 14 uses on this one in total, which means that I have 16 uses to go. I do think I will try to maybe have this one out next month. It will be a bit of a stretch, but I do really just want to move some of the older like products in this project out, so that I can roll them in with new things. But we'll see how far I get. If it takes me 2 more months with this lipstick, that is okay. It is more of a low-key product because I also have my product Apocalypse, where I'm trying to finish lip products, and that is my main focus when it comes to them. So we'll see how it goes, but for now, again, I am sitting at 14 uses. Alright, so the second to last product that we have is a blush. It's this one right here. It is my Nabla Skin Glazing blush in Independence, and I rolled this one in for imprint. So this is something that has an imprint on it. I didn't want to fully wear away the imprint because I feel like that would have taken too long, but I do just want to use this one 15 times. You're looking at what it looked like the introduction, or this is 2 months ago, and I used it 7 times the first month, so this is what it looked like last month. I have been able to reach for this one a couple more times in the past month, and not as much as I was hoping though. I reached for it 4 additional times, and this is where it's sitting today. So I have not hit my 15 use goal, but I am really happy with the progress on it. I do have 11 uses on it in total, so only 4 more to go, and this is another product that I'm very, very close to rolling out. So yes, this is the blush right there. Again, not quite there. I was hoping to get there, but I recently went traveling over like this past weekend, and I didn't bring this one with me. If I did, I probably would have been able to roll it out, but I also am panning my blush in my year-long product pan, which is also a focus. That is the blush I'm wearing today, by the way. But since I only have 4 more uses on this one, I definitely can have this one out. I will make sure that I do, because I just have to dedicate 4 days to this blush, which I don't think is going to be too hard. So that is for now staying in the project, but I do think next month is going to be a pretty big update for this project with things rolling out. Then lastly, we do have a product I rolled in last month, and that is a concealer. I think this one I rolled in for something like something you wish you could return. We don't have the option to return makeup in Europe and in the UK, so I can't really like, you know, return products that you purchase. However, this is something that I got from a friend, and I also kind of saw it as something that if you could have the option to not have it in your collection anymore, this would be like something that you would get rid of. And that is this one again right here. This is a concealer from Beauty Act, and it's a Hydra Luminous Concealer, and I have this one in the shade 01C. So this is a product that I decided to roll it in again because I didn't like it very much. It had very low coverage. I feel like it almost like it gave me less coverage on my eyes than if I just put my foundation there. I kind of lifted away because it's very wet. And I just wasn't sure how I was going to use it. I wasn't sure, you know, what to do with this concealer, and I didn't really like it very much. So I rolled this one in for 10 uses just to get a feel of it, see if it's something that I do want to keep in my collection or not. And I have been using this one quite a lot in the past month. I have mixed it up in a few different ways of reaching for it. I reach for it as an eyeshadow primer, which it works pretty well for. It is of course more of a skin tone type of shade, and right now I'm wearing a white concealer to make these colors pop, but for like more neutral looks, this one works really well as an eyeshadow primer. I also used it as a concealer a couple of times, and someone commented on my last video, and thank you, I can't remember who you are and what your name is, but someone commented on my video last month like telling me to try to put this one down and then let it dry down a little bit, so let it sit for a couple of minutes before blending it out, and that should like help with the coverage because then it kind of sets down before you blend it out. And thank you for that comment, because I tried that out and that works really, really nicely, and it definitely increased the coverage of this concealer, and it also makes it much, you know, more wearable for me. It's still a pretty low coverage concealer, but now it's something that I feel like I can reach for on like those less makeup days, without like it being no coverage at all, if that makes sense. So this one will actually be rolling out even though I only rolled it in last month, so I'm really happy with that, and it is also staying in my collection because I did find ways to reach for it. So I do have my deck right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle it, and we're gonna go ahead and also pull a card. So I have shuffled it, I'm gonna cut the deck, and we'll just pull whatever is on top. So that is gonna be it's the Joker. Okay, Joker is Are You Joking? It's something that you really don't want to pan, so I'm gonna have to think about that. And I don't think I've ever pulled a Joker before. But yeah, let me have a think what I want to pull in. It needs to be something that you are not very keen on panning. Yeah, we'll see what I pull in, but give me a moment and I will be right back. So I'm back and I have chosen my product, and this was like hard to pick because it needs to be something that you aren't like that keen to use or like pan, and use something that you wouldn't pull into a product normally. So I decided to go with this right here, which is still in its packaging because I actually never used it. This is a MAC glitter. I got this gifted to me from my partner's sister, and the reason why I haven't reached for it is a couple different reasons. And the first one is that it's a glitter, a loose glitter, which I never really reach for. It's just messy and harder to do. You can see the color of it is like this jewel tone green. It's not a color that I reach for very often, but it is something that I do want to try out. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It is still like sealed. I never used it, so I have no idea how I'm gonna like it. It's also a little bit deeper, so we'll see how I get on with it, but I think it will be fun to play with. So since it is such a interesting color, I do want to put in a usage goal that is high enough that it's still like, are you joking me, but also not too high that I can never roll this out. So I was thinking about 15 uses. I think that's going to be reasonable for this one, so that is going to be what I roll in. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Again, I never reached for this price, so I have no idea how I'm going to like it, but yeah, that's what I'm going to roll in for the Joker. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. You can see the sun is coming in through the window behind me. I hope it hasn't been too distracting. I'm filming quite early in the morning today, so it is what it is with lighting. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to check out Emily and the collaboratory playlist down below if you want to see more deco panning content. And otherwise, I will catch you in my next video going up in a couple of days. Bye guys!